Some things don't make sense.
Today, the business of our work is for the Council to report on the work that has occurred since our last meeting across these areas. We will today also discuss the work yet ahead, the work we must still do to continue to move forward.
And some things just don't add up.
We have created nearly 10,000 million jobs since President Biden took office.
Some things will never add up.
I got news for you. There are over 57 different genders, and one of those genders is no gender, or gender non-binary, or gender neutral. And in fact, if you don't believe this, you can look up this article on ABC News. These are people who don't identify as either men or women. They use they, them pronouns instead of he or she. And a few years ago, Facebook acknowledged this. They updated their options from the old-fashioned, antiquated gender binary, male or female, to 58 different genders. You can read this article from ABC News. And so I'm tired of these people not getting acknowledged and the respect that they deserve.
In New Zealand, they follow the science. The media were paid a special $55 million public interest subsidy. Truth, as Ardern told her people, would only come now from the government. The world has seen what followed.
Local, and do not congregate. Don't talk to your neighbours.
The truth was filtered, but respect was the biggest casualty.
Respect, respect, respect.
Even in the small island nation of Tokelau, a New Zealand protectorate, those who made their own choice got held under house arrest for 18 plus months. So they served time for making a sovereign choice.
COVID-19, we all just need to respect everyone's individual decision.
In Australia, and despite changes in the UK and Denmark for 5 to 11-year-olds, and many other official revelations about clinical trial data, plus reversals and guidance from FDA and CDC, there has been very little movement from the Australian agencies. It just doesn't add up. And in South Australia, Nicola Spurrier, the Chief Public Health Officer, keyword there being health, was a key advocate for closed borders, mandates and lockdowns. Citizens of the state have been told Spurrier did a wonderful job. Extraordinary leadership was the exact term.
One community transmission that's led to death in this country all year.
I am here to provide information to the South Australian public, not to have an argument with you over a minor point. Thank you.
The state has just reported a surge in children with eating disorders and people presenting with mental health issues from lockdowns, not to mention the official data on all the key indicators, documented serious adverse events, hospital rates, etc. Then there is the issue of ambulance ramping. It's bad in South Australia, but they are not alone. Also a big issue in New South Wales. And in Victoria, a recent report showed 33 people have died waiting. It doesn't add up.
Report, there's been 33 Victorians that have lost their lives. We learned today that Ambulance Victoria has spent nearly $1 million employing so-called diversity and inclusion officers on salaries of close to $170,000 a year. Now, surely the ambulance service needs more people to answer the bloody phone, more than it needs diversity officers.
Meanwhile, in Ireland, in the first 6 months of this year, 719,000 people visited hospital emergency waiting rooms, compared to just 115,000 in the previous year. That's more than a 600% increase.
Yes, the emergency departments, and that's in comparison to what was, what's the figure there? 115,000.
But the Irish population has only increased about 2%, so that's not the reason. No, based on this data, the Irish are definitely getting more sick. Maybe it's the Guinness. No, some things just don't add up.